Chase Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has. Through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Any more that did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And he is... Stretch behind the line of scrimmage. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Back to throw. Light. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They can.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And you have to figure that this is... who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it. But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard into the 42.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown 49ers! Cameron Watson from 13 yards out. And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerve.
Taking it right down Broadway. Through the middle of the field. And finally marked down at the 23. 47 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Light. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now Carter to start the drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Light. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Vikings.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Carter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Light. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Carter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that is incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup. And 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And he'll go off of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On second down, McCaffrey. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 8. 67 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown from 8 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And the Vikings first down.
Throwing on first down. Light. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Complete to Addison on the out route. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
At the 8-yard line.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rolling to his right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Now inside the 25. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown. 49ers. Brandon the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Vikings.
Another toe for Carter. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, a run with Carter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Light working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Draw play, Carter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one lines up incomplete.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Purdy now on third and goal. He's got a man, complete. A big third down play there for the Niners. 59 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's simply been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds downs right there. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Purdy on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Carter straight ahead, and they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
1st down, Minnesota.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On 1st down, Light being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
On 3rd down, here's Carter. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Buying time to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Vikings 20. Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Light. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's a give to, and he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And now that's ready a potential turnover. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Moody good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw again. Light. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
On 1st and 10. Light.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Light under pressure. They got him again. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Light.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has